If your home feels more like a hospital or an office than a cozy retreat, bright enough but missing that warmth, I want you to stop for a second and think about the last time you walked into a space and just felt it. Maybe it was a boutique hotel lobby, a candlelit restaurant, or a friend's living room that somehow felt 10 times more expensive than yours, even though the furniture wasn't that different. 9 times out of 10, the secret wasn't the couch, or the paint color, or the art on the wall. It was the lighting. And the good news is, the fix is easier and cheaper than you think. Today, I'm going to walk you through directional lighting, a technique interior designers use constantly but almost never talk about, that can instantly give your home that high-end, inviting feel. By the end of this video, you'll never look at your ceiling light the same way again. Let's start with how our brains actually respond to light, because this is the part most people skip. Flat, overhead lighting, the kind you see in offices, hospitals, and classrooms, floods a room evenly from above. It's practical, it's cheap to install, and it's everywhere. But it also puts your brain into alert mode. It's the same kind of light that tells your body, stay awake, stay focused, get things done. Great for a surgeon, terrible for a Sunday evening on the couch. Directional lighting works completely differently. This is light that's aimed at a specific spot, rather than spread evenly across a ceiling. Think sunlight streaming through a window and landing on the floor, or the flickering glow of a fireplace pulling your eyes toward it. This kind of light sends a completely different signal to your brain. It says, relax, you're safe, you're home. There's another benefit too. By creating small pools of light instead of one giant wash of brightness, you can carve out little rooms within rooms. A reading corner tucked into a bright pool of lamplight, a dining nook that feels intimate even in an open-plan space, all without adding a single wall or spending $1 on construction. Most people treat lighting as all or nothing. The switch is either fully on or fully off. But a truly beautiful home lives in the gradients in between, the in-between moments where some corners glow and others fade into soft shadow. The easiest way to think about this is in 3 categories. I like to call it the ATM method: accent, task, and mood. Accent lighting, this is your spotlight. If you have a painting, a favorite object, a plant, or a bookshelf you're proud of, aim a narrow beam of light directly at it. Instead of lighting the whole wall evenly, let that one thing pop, while everything else around it fades into shadow. This is exactly how museums and galleries make ordinary objects feel priceless. A single beam, a little drama, and suddenly your thrifted vase looks like it belongs in a design magazine. Task lighting, this is light with a job to do. Think under-cabinet lights that hit exactly where you chop vegetables, or a reading lamp angled precisely over your book instead of blasting the whole living room. The goal isn't to light the entire room, it's to put a concentrated, functional pool of light exactly where your hands and eyes are working, so the rest of the space can stay cozy and dim around you. Mood lighting, this is the layer that sets the overall atmosphere of a room without anyone quite noticing why it feels so good. Think uplighting a tall indoor plant so the leaves cast soft, moving shadows on the ceiling, or a subtle strip of light behind the bed so the headboard seems to float. It's the emotional layer, the one that turns a bedroom from functional into sanctuary. When all 3 layers, accent, task, and mood, work together in the same room, you're not just lighting a space anymore, you're designing an experience. You're directing where the eye goes first, second, and third, the same way a film director blocks a scene. Now let's talk about 2 techniques that completely change the personality of a wall, and most people have never even heard of the second one. If you want a room to feel bigger and more open, go with a wall wash. Place the light source a bit further away from the wall so the beam spreads out and covers the surface evenly, edge to edge. This softens shadows, hides small imperfections in the drywall, and makes the room feel more spacious and calm. It's a great move for small apartments or rooms with low ceilings. If you want to bring out texture and character instead, try wall grazing. Here, you place the light source very close to the wall, so the beam skims across the surface at a sharp, almost horizontal angle. That sharp angle creates long, dramatic shadows that highlight every bump, groove, and imperfection in the surface. If you have exposed brick, natural stone, textured plaster, or even a heavily textured wallpaper, Grazing is what makes it come alive at night. It turns a flat wall into something that looks almost three-dimensional. The two techniques look similar on paper. Both are just light near a wall, but the distance from the wall is the entire difference between spacious and calm, and dramatic and textured. You don't need an electrician and a full renovation to pull this off. Here's what actually works, from most flexible to most subtle. Track lighting is the most flexible option, a single rail with multiple heads that you can swivel and point anywhere you like. It's perfect if you like to rearrange furniture and art often, since you can just re-aim the light instead of rewiring anything. Recessed gimbals give you a clean, hidden, built-in look when you want the light itself to disappear and only the effect to be visible. These are the ones designers use in high-end homes because you genuinely can't tell where the light is coming from. It just looks like the room glows naturally. LED strips tucked into shelves, behind a headboard, under a floating cabinet, or along a ceiling cove create that soft, ambient glow without ever showing the source of the light. This is probably the single most affordable upgrade on this list, and it's the one that gives the biggest wow reaction from guests. Here's the part that trips up almost everyone, and honestly, none of the tips above matter if you get this wrong. Color temperature. Stick to a warm range of 2700 to 3000 Kelvin for anything in a living space. Anything higher, say 5000 Kelvin or above, gives you a cool bluish white light. That kind of light is great for a hospital operating room or a garage where you need maximum clarity. It is not great for your living room, and it's one of the fastest ways to make an otherwise beautiful space feel cold, clinical, and cheap. And one more thing, put every single directional light on a dimmer. Bright and functional during the day, soft and warm at night. Same fixture, two completely different moods, controlled with a single switch or app. The biggest mistake people make when they discover directional lighting is trying to light everything. They get excited, buy a dozen fixtures, and end up right back where they started, a room that's evenly bright from corner to corner. But real design is about knowing what to deliberately leave in shadow. When part of a room stays dark, the space feels deeper, more layered, and more intriguing, and your eye is naturally drawn towards whatever is lit. Think of it like a stage play. When the spotlight hits the lead actor, the rest of the stage fades away, and that's exactly where you want the audience looking. Your living room can work the same way. When you learn to balance light and shadow like this, accent, task and mood, wash and graze, warm tones and deliberate darkness, you're not just lighting a home anymore. You're telling its story, one pool of light at a time. So take a look around your space tonight. Is your lighting flat and even, or does it have layers? Pick just one change from this video. Maybe it's swapping one bulb to 2700K, or adding a single LED strip behind your TV, and see how different the room feels by tomorrow.